What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. Now, check this out. I was probably the number one guy petitioning for James Harden to get off the Brooklyn Nets. I didn't want the big three to be around. But with that being said, even without a big three, um, they got two superstars and a guy that's iffy with Ben Simmons. You don't know what Ben Simmons is really right now. He got to prove himself all over again. But um, they may not make the playoffs. Okay. Good news for Kyrie though. They said New York City mayor may lift the vaccine rule, so Kyrie Irving may be able to play home games for the Brooklyn Nets if this gets lifted. But at the same time, they're in a dogfight. All right. The Chicago Bulls is killing it. You got to take your hat off to DeMar DeRozan. He's definitely coming of age. He out here dropping buckets on people, winning games, hitting clutch shots. King of the fourth quarter. That's his nickname right now. Is the king of the fourth quarter. You know, he's doing a great job, man. Without Lonzo Ball and some of their, you know, main core players, he's still getting the job done. You know, he's putting that team on his back. Kyrie Irving need to do the same thing. Okay, you need to do the same thing. You need to put that team on your back and lead them to victory because you got a good solid pieces with role players. There's no reason why you can't win regular season games with a superstar and role players. And that's all you really need to win regular season games. You may need, a sidekick and your superstars to show up if you're competing in the playoffs. But the regular season, you don't need all of that. And they're in a dogfight, man. It is what it is in that case. And speaking of that, the guy that left the Brooklyn Nets, James Harden, he already made his 76ers debut. I think last time I saw it prior to, I think he had like 17, something like that. Um, he's going to fit well with that Philly team. You know, we often talk about who won that trade, but at the same time, I think they both won the trade because they both get exactly what they needed, which was 76ers needed a scorer. They got that, and they're on the verge of beating Minnesota right now as we speak. 107 to 85. I'm looking at the scoreboard right here. Let's see what we got. I was watching some of this game, but then I had to stop. Um, let's see what else they got. Uh, Next game will be the Knicks and 76ers. That's going to be a good game. You know, that'll be a fun game to watch. But I'm trying to see how much points James Harden has in this game. So hold on for a sec. All Star Weekend was good. I think that celebration with the top 75 was way worth it. They did it at the right time during All Star Weekend. What up, Ak? Um, Lakers for life. You might as well call them rebuilding for life. That's what you should be calling that Lakers team, rebuilding for life. You know, LeBron James pretty much out here. He already creating his scapegoat to leave the Lakers. You know, he already opening that wound, that gap that he could leave the Lakers now. You know, and he should, because you're really gonna go do another year of him putting up pointless stats, and you guys are below 500. You're barely making the playoffs. It's not worth it. You're a title contender, so you're gonna get held in high regards. This is not like LeBron's first 7 years with the Cavaliers. You know, the minute you're a superstar and you become a title contender, we judge you differently. If you're considered one of the top five players in the league, um, you got to get called out for it if you're not getting the job done. You know, Jordan didn't came a title contender to 1989. We had to judge him accordingly. LeBron didn't came a title contender until 2009. We had to judge him accordingly. The minute you become a title contender, hats off. All gloves are off at that point. You know, you're gonna get judged according to that. by your wins and losses. You know, but if you're an AFC and you're a superstar on a lower seed team, nobody suspects you to win the championship. I have never seen nobody said an eighth seed is going to win the championship. Nobody never said that. Nobody has hype for an eighth seed winning the championship. You know, so but yeah, man, your Lakers got a lot of rebuilding to do. You may be stuck with Westbrook, so keep Russell Westbrook and trade off LeBron James. He has the biggest value. You better trade him off now while you have some value for it, or unless you're going to be stuck with a 39-year-old man, perhaps probably collecting stats, which you could easily do, but not wins. You know, did you notice something about before I get back to the Brooklyn Nets? Do you know something about these stat stuffer players? They always lose more than they win. Oscar Robinson, Jerry West, Walt Chamberlain, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. All these guys are stat stuffers, but yet they're underachievers at the same time. You know, that's not a bad trade. That's not a bad trade. But if you're the Lakers, man, you gotta move LeBron or Russell. But Russell is a free agent. He can make more money by re-signing with the Lakers. And I don't know if the Lakers really want to re-sign him, but based off that relationship they have, but you may be stuck with him. Then you could just rebuild with Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis. So all you Laker fans, you're gonna have to just put up with the fact that Russ may be there for quite some time. He's younger than LeBron, so he got some room to still be playing. You know, even though you can make a case that his prime is almost going down. You know, not everybody prime lasts a long time. You know, so no, Russell Westbrook is a free agent this season. At the end of this season, he's a free agent. He's not a free agent next season. He's a free agent this season. So is James Harden. So he could walk, um, get paid off the books after the end of the season. You know, but we'll see. You know, a lot of other teams will probably sign him for a lot less. He's not going to get that big contract no more. That's for sure. But um, the Lakers need to get rid of LeBron. Okay, I mean, I got. I guess I have to check again, but I'm pretty sure that Russell Westbrook is a 2022 free agent, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see. Now, if what you say is true, Bistro, then you stuck with Russell Westbrook because you're not going to trade him. You're definitely not trading him. You know, because I don't think nobody want him. What you going to get for Russell Westbrook? John Wall? You know, I'll take your word for it because right now my internet is acting slow. So I'm gonna take your word for it and say, hey, you're right. I mean, I'm gonna take your word for it. I mean, we'll see at the end of the season, you know. But you're gonna have to keep him. In that case, LeBron's the only guy that makes sense to trade. He's going on 39 years old, so you could let him retire and go off into the sunset in a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey because he's not a true Laker anyway. You know, this was just a ploy to get more money, you know, and it worked. He became a billionaire while playing basketball, make movies, stuff like that. That's what you come to Hollywood for. So, you know, that is if people want Russell Westbrook, and I don't think nobody really wants him. His trade value is not that high. It's actually going down, you know. But you got LeBron's inner circle, his media PR, the Clutch Sports. They saying they throwing shots at Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka was listening to everything your man LeBron James was telling him to do. He's nothing more than a puppet. So you didn't even give Rob Pelinka a chance to do his job. So how you gonna blame Rob Pelinka? All he did was just take orders from you guys. That was it. You know, LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook on that team. That's a fact. Jack, you know, him and AD wanted Russell Westbrook on that team. And you could have had DeMar DeRozan, Mr. Fourth Quarter right now. He out here being an MVP candidate, putting the team on his back. Compton, you know, shout out to DeMar DeRozan, man. He's coming of age, you know, but he's still going to have to lead his team to. He's going to have to ascend to being a superstar by leading his team to the championship. And he had to prove himself come postseason time. Regular season just makes boys. Regular season don't make legends. You know, yeah, that is on that is on him. He decided to get on his knees and listen to every word LeBron has, but at the same time, he's just a puppet. He really is just a puppet. You know, AD said it himself. Nobody gets put on his roster unless they get co-signed by me and LeBron. That's it. He could, yes, you're right. He could have easily be a man and said no. I agree with you on that. You know, but that's how it is sometimes. The weak gets preyed on. You know, yo, Kid Trunks, how many points does James Harden have in his 76ers debut? I like to know that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's one of those situations, man. But did y'all enjoy All Star Weekend? I know I did. You know, that was a fun All Star game. It's a high scoring All Star game, but it was fun. You know, Steph going off like that was something to see. This brother was hitting shots from the parking lot, turning his back while he hitting shots. He put on a show. You know, he still is the greatest shooter I have ever seen. You know, there's no question about it. You know, just got to keep it real. I never seen the guy shoot like that. You know, it's the same. He does it effortlessly. Those shots look like layups to him, and they're like almost mid-range shots. They way past the three-point line. You know, and it's just like, you know, that's the James Harden of old. That's the one we was talking about. You know, and he's gonna get that chance because he's not playing with a super team no more. He has the ball in his hands and he could put up those numbers. He don't have to play third fiddle to Kyrie and um, Kevin Durant. Now he could be James Harden, and they're gonna need him to be a scorer like that. He gonna have to be James Harden of old. Put up those numbers along with Embiid. The 76ers would be a problem. You know, they may not have to worry about the Brooklyn Nets because the Brooklyn Nets may not even make the playoffs. They may be goners. You know, they may not make the playoffs. You know, so that just goes to show you that was a good match. So all of you people saying, "Oh, James Harden on the Brooklyn Nets, I mean on the Philadelphia 76ers was a loss." No, it's not. He gives them everything they need. Yes, exactly. He is exactly what Philly was needing. Another score. That's it. Another score. You know, simple. You know, and the Brooklyn Nets got what they need. Another defensive player. They got some defense in Ben Simmons. Now you could give Kyrie and Kevin Durant can have all the shots they want, and it's going to be on them. So if the Brooklyn Nets don't succeed, it's on them. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know, I just grind it out, man. Just you know, yeah, Harden is still a superstar. Yeah, he is. I mean, and he's going to have a chance at redemption on the 76er team, Bistro. Because I keep telling people, super teams are not needed. You don't need super teams to win. Okay? Throughout the history, we don't need top players all coming together on one team. We don't. We just need people to compete. Now we get to see James Harden beat James Harden and try to be great without him being handcuffed because he's playing on a super team. That's no more the case, you know. And Ben Simmons is just a couple steps above Draymond Green. He don't push nobody over the edge. I mean, I have riffs and beefs with Draymond Green being an all star. He's a role player. Draymond Green ain't no all star, bro. I'm sorry. You're not an all star. No, no buts, ifs about it. You know, but he beefing with Rudy Gobert. You seen all that beef that took place during the All Star weekend? Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan back at it, beefing for over what decades. Those guys gonna be beefing till you know, till they old and gray. You know, they're gonna probably be like looking at each other like, "Yo, it's on." You know, that's a never-ending beef. You know, that's a never-ending. And another aspect too, Scottie Pippen didn't win, and people said Scottie Pippen didn't want spoke with Jordan. And you know what? I would say this: it's a bad look. You talk all that shit about Jordan to sell your books. You didn't want spoke with him. Once you be a man, like you say you are, and see Michael Jordan face to face. Jordan was there, bro. All you had to do was show up. That's all you had to do. You know, Mike was out there having the ball. He was out there palming Mary J. Blige. You know, who's my favorite player in the NBA? That'd be probably right now Giannis Antetokounmpo. Flat out Giannis Antetokounmpo is my favorite player in the league right now, and he claims that hey, they could win another championship. Go for it, brother. Get another one. Get another one. You know. So KG and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce, they didn't like each other during that 75. Did you see the look on Kevin Garnett's face when he saw Ray Allen? And this was a guy that said he's so-called squashed the beef. You didn't squash the beef, dog. You didn't squash anything. We saw the look on both of you guys' face when Ray Allen entered the building and he went towards LeBron. He gave LeBron more love than he gave you guys. And he played with you guys, longer. Ben do more struggle with you guys. That's crazy. You know? So that was full of drama. You put the top 75 players all in one room, you know, it's always gonna be some drama. My favorite role player. Um huh, my favorite role player. I would say probably that's actually worth thinking about a little bit. My favorite role player. I may have to get back to you on that one. Um Favorite role player. Damn. I don't even know why some not even click into the mind that stand out for me. There's a lot, but I'm looking for one that stands out. You know, Lonzo Ball is all right. I like Lonzo Ball. But he's supposed to be an All Star. But I like what he's doing with the Bulls. Um, let's see. Uh, Steven Adams is your favorite role player. Is it because of the off court stuff, the social media stuff, the social justice stuff? You know, Derrick Rose is probably one of my favorite role players. I would say it got to be a couple players off the Knicks. You know, Derrick Rose is definitely a great role player. You know, definitely one of my favorite role players is Derrick Rose. But he's one of those role players that could give you flashbacks every now and then. You know, he could always be a borderline all star. You know, oh, Carmelo Anthony is a great role player. Right now. He's a fun role player to watch. It's always good to see him come through in the clutch and close games out. So there's a couple, you know. I would say my favorite role players are guys that used to be superstars. You know, I don't know if that's a cheating advantage or if you really consider that a role player because they spent most of their career being all-stars, opposite to being role players. You know, Pat Bev, I always like me some Pat Bev. He gets annoying at people, you know, and he's been a role player for his whole career mostly. So I would say probably guys like that, you know. So there's two aspects of role players. There's the borderline all-star role players, and then there's the role players, you know. And you got those guys that are role players just basically because they're old. It's as simple as that. You know, but you notice a lot of people are doing their top tens now. Skip Bayless did his. Jay Williams did his. And all these guys top 10, despite of all the capping they do for LeBron on ESPN, none of them got LeBron at number one. Isn't that show you something? They got him at number two, but they don't get him at number one. That goes to show you Mike is still the overwhelming favorite for GOAT. Still haven't been passed up yet. And it's going to be hard passing up Michael Jordan. You're going to say I'm crazy for saying this, but Giannis could surpass Michael Jordan if he continues to win and win individual accolades. Those are two things hard that he has to do, but he could do it. You know, he could do it. He's 1-0 in the finals. He got no losses on the finals. That's a plus. Okay, he won um, at an early age, and he has a couple more. He has a good 10 years left if he stays in good shape, if his prime lasts that long. and he got to continue to do some winning and stack up some individual accolades, he might just get there. He may just be in the top 3 when it's all said and done. Giannis has a lot of potential. That's why I keep talking about it. He has potential to be there overwhelming without no problem. You know, yo, what's good?
What's up, man?
What's good, son? Yo,
Man, I
oh,
would.
I see the 76ers in the background. You really pulling for them this year,
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I'm not a Wizards fan no
huh?
more. I'm fully dedicated to the Sixers. Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah,
done with
true
them.
that.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing. The Wizards still my hometown,
Yeah.
so they're in my state.
Word,
So, but I just was just done watching the game. Oh
word.
my goodness, it was sexy, man. Just pure, bro, basketball savvy. The role
With a
players, man.
champion on top.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to James Harden and Embiid in a minute. But the role players were shooting threes, making shots left and right, and they were playing good
Mm,
communication defense, man. You had my T
word.
Stiebel, he was playing really good defense, guarding the best player on the team, and the role players were just jacking up, jacking up. I think these role players, I say defense not as good, but still at the same time, and we got James Harden step back. His playmaking is elite, man. His
Word.
passing, floor general
We
is
already
elite,
know
bro.
that.
Probably the best in the league,
We
right
already
behind
we
LeBron
already
by a bare minimum, by an
we
inch.
already know that.
No, I'll probably
We
say
already
better.
know that about
I'm
James.
not,
Oh, no
huh?
doubt. I mean, we already know that about James Harden. So it was
You said
about time
what?
that he, you know, it's good that he came out of his shell though, man. I mean, him and Embiid could be like the best duo in the league. Can you hear me? Yo, Beast, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't hear you that much. Like you're on low
Yeah,
volume.
hello. Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you was freezing. You was frozen a lot.
Oh, okay. I was saying,
Yeah, but
Harden and
yeah, I can
Embiid
hear
could be
you.
the best duo.
But it was the Minnesota Timberwolves, but that's not no excuse. You beat who you beat.
Right. True that. Hey, yo, Beast, what you think about James
I
Harden's
said that.
debut
I
at the
said that before.
76ers?
He did
What happened?
amazing.
Beast,
What's up?
what you think about James Harden and his debut?
Well, I didn't watch the game, but I heard that he did really good today.
Yeah, he did his thing, man. You know, but yeah, man. Well, this goes to both of y'all. What y'all see for the NBA landscape? I mean, who's going to the finals for y'all now? I
Well, the
mean,
Sixers about play like in 4 hours game now since Embiid and Harden go live at the free throw line.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is
you
true.
can say that.
Word.
Hey, but I will say this. I still got to see what the team look like against like contenders. Like Milwaukee
Word.
and Brooklyn. That's really it. I feel
Yeah,
like they can beat them probably, but I
I
want to
got
see what I
Milwaukee
want to
going
see
to
what
the
Ben
finals.
Simmons and Kyrie. Yeah,
Word. Yo, Beasto, what's your finals pick? East and West.
I will say Sixers and Suns.
Okay. Sixers and the Suns. Okay, man, we came a long way from the predicting the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers. Now nobody even predicting them, but they were the
I
highly
didn't
favorites
predict
going
that.
into the season. You know,
no, I still
man,
have
kid trying.
Milwaukee. Yo,
Yeah. Did you have Brooklyn going to the finals?
hell yeah, but that's when the situation with Kyrie, it kind of stunned that decision because I mean half games are good, but still at the same time you need them. It's better if to have them all games than just have them half. Just have them away games because home games in some home games are just important as away. You know, I'll say away games are way more important in some cases because you're playing against home court advantage. And they
Yeah.
need those three set of players to be great. Especially with the three throw changes. But
Mm.
and stuff like that. I feel like they better together. All three together, they can win. But two, yeah, 50-50. But you know,
Mm.
but Milwaukee,
Yo, What was that All Star game the best All Star game you saw in a while? I was
Which one?
highly entertained by that this year's All Star game. I thought it was very entertaining, man.
Like the game?
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, cause Steph Curry, man. Oh my goodness, he went crazy. I think,
he
yeah,
finished,
yeah, he
man.
went.
Word.
But I think they should go back
Yo,
to East
Bistro,
Coast
what
versus
about
West
you?
Coast.
Me too. But
Yeah,
I
cause
got to give him props. I got to give him
yeah,
props on that one game. That game was awesome.
yeah, cause Prince, like the reason why they did the captains, I think they started doing it in 2018, I believe, or 17, one of the two. The reason why they did it because there was so much talent in the West, so much talent, like
Exactly.
Baron,
Exactly. Because the
and
East was weak. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So they
Yep.
just switched it up. But now I feel like it's competitive. It's competitive now. Probably you could say the East could probably beat the living dog heck out of the West. Probably, you know.
Yeah, I would like to see that now. I think the Eastern Conference is getting back respectable. It's definitely
Yeah.
getting more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Good teams are starting to spread across the board. So I mean,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
changing.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Bistro? Did you enjoy that All Star game or what?
Yeah, but it was good. Yeah, this year was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
The Carl Anthony Towns, the first big man to win um the 3-point shooting contest.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That was pretty cool. That was a good
Man,
3-point contest. Bro.
hell yeah. The
Yeah.
only weak thing I didn't like was the slam dunk contest was weak, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could be better. Like if you have like a healthy, slim down Zion, John Morant, and Anthony Edwards. That'd be a good dunk contest.
Word. Speaking of
But
Zion, I think the Pelicans and him aren't on good terms from what I hear.
oh,
People
really?
telling me he destined to go to the Knicks. We'll take him in New York. He got to lose some weight, but I definitely
I'll
put
give
him on
him
the Knicks.
just give him a second round pick. That's his value right now, man. You know, in my opinion.
His value is just a second round pick.
No, a second round pick and
Yeah.
like two role players.
Wow. Yo, Beasto, what you think of that, man? You think Zion all-star material, or is he a
Oh
role
yeah,
player for you?
bro. Last year I was 27 on 60% last season.
I
At
give you
20,
that.
Exactly.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, yeah, no, hands
Anthony
down.
was an All Star last season.
But I'm saying if I'm a team, why would I put all my cards to this guy because he's not taking his weight serious? You know, I gotta know why he's not putting effort in the team. Is it because he really just want out of New Orleans? You know,
Yeah,
that's what
most
I
likely.
would like to know.
That's what I think.
I don't know, but
Nobody
dude,
wants to stay in
he's
New
fat
Orleans.
though. Come on, man.
I don't think he ever wanted to be in New Orleans in the first place. I never sensed he wanted to be there in the first place.
I get that, but you still gotta write it out. You know, like
Like remember the day when like when they pick which teams will get the first round pick and stuff. When the Pelicans won the first round, won the first overall pick, you could tell Zion was like kind of pissed off about that.
and
So I don't
yeah,
think he ever wanted to be there.
yeah, and another thing too, I think it's good for like players to get drafted in a small market because, let's just say to get drafted to like a big market, all this pressure's on them. The fan base gonna be hating on them. So when they don't be great or average 20 and 19 or 16 points in their rookie year, it takes development and time. If you take a player like the Lakers, remember what happened with Lonzo Ball? Man, they was like, oh, this dude's a bust already. He blah blah blah. He need time to develop. But look at him in Chicago. I'm not saying like he an all star or whatever, but he's doing pretty good for that team. Or like other
He
players
has.
who.
I'm glad you said that. He has potential to be an all-star though. He got to stay on the court though.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. But I feel like he's doing because the Pelicans are doing a lot for him, man. They give him new. They literally changed their whole um food regimen, their diet regimen for him. They changed a lot. They gave him new trainers all for free. I think they even dude, come on, man. But
Mm.
it's his life, man. He got will, so he.
I mean, I don't know why these players just don't want to be on low market teams though. They always want big market teams, and this
Yeah,
is
I
the
mean,
problem with the NBA.
yeah,
All
that's
these
why.
guys want to be on LA, Chicago, New York. They just want the big time team.
Yeah, that's why I support like John Morant what he's doing in Memphis. It's
Yeah.
still kind of an entertainment city a little bit, but it's nowhere near the level as like L.A., New York, Chicago, whatever. But he's still riding out that team. He's still doing what he got to do. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
give him
but
props on what he stated. I don't have no problems that he want to leave or nothing like that. You know,
Yeah, that too, that too. Just straight up, just say it. Just say it. Hey, I want to. I mean, I don't know, bro.
mm,
But his value be low if you ask me.
word.
It's not gonna be no
Hell yeah.
first round pick, bro. I'm not giving a first round pick for this lazy, don't want to work out. Nah. Second round, couple role players. That's it, man. That's all my bare minimum.
He said that's a bare minimum.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, you a strict GM. You a
yeah.
strict GM,
Oh,
bro.
you see what Octavius? You see what Octavius said? He said role play. He said role player.
Word. You know, yo,
Oh,
what you think of the Phoenix Suns now that Chris Paul is hurt?
they can still win some games. That don't mean that
Mm.
he out for like 5 weeks.
Yeah, but you know what, man? This is a tricky thing about injuries. Just because you come back from an injury, you always going to be a little hesitant about playing. You know, you
Oh
you
yeah,
know how it is. I mean, I play I play basketball right now. I having a knee injury, and right now I'm hesitant about even going back on the court because
yeah,
I don't want to mess up something again and get it more worse than it is. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah. But I believe it's his finger, and like, and this is the honest truth, man. With fingers, you don't really take that much care about it really. Like you don't pay too much attention about it with your finger. Unless if it was like your leg or your arm or something, then you're gonna have a
True.
severe pain. You're gonna feel like
what
hesitant to like have movability on that injury you have. So but I feel like he'll come back pretty good, Just have time and patience and then time gonna come. Is he gonna miss the whole season?
No, he'll come back by playoff time.
mm,
No, I know he's not the whole
just
season, the regular season, regular
Oh,
season.
regular season, more likely, yeah, more likely.
Oh, okay. But he's a veteran, so I feel like he might be fine. But we'll see. We'll see.
yo.
Time will
Am I
tell.
crazy for thinking? Am I crazy for thinking this? DeMar DeRozan MVP candidate?
No,
Yes.
he's had a marvelous
What?
season. He's
He's
had
the
a
second
marvelous.
seed.
They're the first seed
So
now.
the
Oh, okay. That's good. That's even better.
Yeah.
actually their second seed, they're tied for first.
But
Oh,
they're
okay. Yeah,
still.
that's
I
right.
mean, they're still up there, though. I mean,
You didn't have the Bulls being that good before the year, and they have not been healthy. Think about that.
DeMar's better than Clyde
Yeah.
Drexler.
Seriously,
ah,
No, he's not.
nah,
Yes,
stop.
DeMar DeRozan
Let's
has
not go.
surpassed Clyde Drexler this season.
yeah, we're not gonna
Nah,
have
What?
this argument. We're not
we're
gonna have
not
this
gonna have
Stop
argument.
it. Stop
Clyde
it,
Drexler
bro.
We're
was
not
great
gonna.
in his. We're not
If
giving
the
Clyde
Bulls
Clyde
make
took
it
his
to the
team to the
finals, he
finals, man.
surpassed
Stop
Clyde
it, bro. Stop
Drexler.
it, bro.
Yeah.
In the
DeMar
'90s, bro.
DeRozan got to
Stop
prove
it,
himself.
man.
Man, DeMar
DeMar
DeRozan would
DeRozan
have
got
done
to.
the exact same thing Clyde Drexler would have done in the 90s,
DeMar.
even better.
No, he
No, he
didn't.
wouldn't.
He
No, he
got to prove
wouldn't.
himself.
No, he
He
wouldn't.
got to prove himself. He still got to prove himself,
You
man.
hating
He
on
got to go to
Clyde?
the
What's your
finals.
deal with Clyde, man?
He
Yo,
all
Clyde.
right.
Clyde, you know, Clyde was a beast, man. And Clyde would be even more a beast now if he was playing because he
Oh
had more
yeah. Oh
opportunity.
yeah.
hmm
You know,
Yeah. Yeah, but
he
man,
had to give him at least 5, 6.
if you ask me for MVP is Joel, DeMar, Giannis,
Mm-hmm.
and John Morant.
Good choices.
Mm,
Good
good.
choices.
Yeah, that is some
Cause
good choices, man. Hell yeah. No,
them
Bistro. What
Lakers
about
fans
you? Who's
saying
your
LeBron
MVP?
should be up there.
LeBron's had a great year, but the Lakers have underachieved.
hmm
Yeah, and
Oh, I'm
they
about to
were a
watch them.
title contender. They're gonna have to get judged by title contenders. Um,
Yeah, you gonna watch
Sound
that
like
game,
they were going
Prince?
into the season. What happened?
The
You gonna watch
Clippers
the
Huh?
Lakers games
Sixers,
on
the
ESPN.
Lakers game?
It's on ESPN.
I mean, I guess I watch. We get nonstop Laker games over here for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. Why are they still ESPN? Like, why are they still getting played on ESPN, man?
I don't understand these networks. They want money rather than showing teams who deserve to be on national TV. You know.
Oh, okay.
Right.
If that's the case, money, then that makes sense, man. Come on, I mean, it's business. At the end of the day, it's still a business. But they fucking trash, man. I don't know, bro. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. Do y'all agree with me saying that LeBron James should go to another team next season? Like
Oh yeah,
I
hey,
think
you ain't heard
this.
the news?
He might go to Cleveland.
Yeah, he
I
could.
was saying that for a hot minute. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
I was saying that.
you heard the news, Prince?
What?
Woj reported that Rich Paul went to Lakers management to discuss LeBron's future staying with the Lakers.
Mm. And I mean, it makes sense. He's turning
Yeah,
39. I mean, I
the
don't.
Lakers might
They're
trade
not
him if
going
that's
to
the
trade him.
case. Because if
Yeah,
Chris
just
Paul went
trade
up
him,
there,
get some back.
yeah, Rich Paul probably heard rumors that he might get traded. He was like, "Oh wait, no, I'm gonna go up." I don't like when Rich Paul do that. Really, sometimes thinking like he bigger than everything. But I support the guy, but you can't be thinking you the biggest guy in the whole era. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's his
but you know who
confidence.
put those ideas in
It
his
is what
head?
it is. But
That's
yeah. So I
LeBron's
think
son.
he might
Took a
get
golden
traded,
boot.
man. Either that or he's not being with he's not going being with the Lakers, man. Soon as a free agent, he's out.
Yeah. So what's the point of having him on the Lakers? He's just
Who?
going to collect stats. LeBron, he's just going to collect stats, and the Lakers aren't going to lose most likely. So why not go in a different direction?
Wait, who put them ideas in his head? Who?
Oh, Rich Paul, LeBron put those ideas in his head. That's his crony.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Uh,
I mean, LeBron can't say certain things in the media, so he's gonna have Rich Paul say it. He just have
yeah. I
Rich
mean,
Paul send him.
I do feel like some
That's what
teams
you're
out there
supposed to do.
might trade for
You
him,
know?
but they're not gonna be
Yeah.
contenders probably.
Mm. I mean,
That's my
how would
yeah.
that look, LeBron on the Cleveland Cavaliers? What would you? How far you think the Cavaliers would go with LeBron
They'll
on
win a
them?
Not
championship
that
next
far.
season.
Do have
No,
a good
not that
chance.
far. Not that far. No, you know what? They probably. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
might. They might. They're gonna add pieces.
They
They're gonna
probably
add
could.
pieces around him. They might.
But
I
LeBron
don't
has
know
to
if they.
share the ball with Leonard. He has to share the ball with Darius. I feel like
Darius Garland.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but
St-
hold up. LeBron don't like playing with young players, so all those guys would be traded if that was the
No, they
case.
not. No. No.
LeBron likes Darius Garland. He said that he likes his game and stuff.
And
Mhm.
yeah, in Cleveland said
And they both are unselfish.
The players from Cleveland said they'll love to have him. I think, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
they
think they
respect
can make the
LeBron.
playoffs, but I don't think they ain't winning no championship. I don't know.
Nah, they get that ass whooped by Milwaukee and Philly. Also,
Now they got baby KG over there and Evan Mobley.
baby KG. Oh yeah, Mobley. Oh yeah, I feel like Mobley pretty good too, but he need to put some muscle in his body, man.
Mm. I
He
would
got
like
gain
that
more
look though.
weight.
I like him to go back to Cleveland. And you could
Yeah,
just
me
build
too.
around Anthony
Yeah.
Davis and
That'll be
Russell Westbrook.
nice.
Yeah, but people keep coming up
Anthony
here saying
Davis is
like,
the future of that team.
yeah, people keep coming up here saying like it's gonna mess up the chemistry and stuff. I think it might help Darius Leonard running from LeBron, man.
Darius Garland. You meant Garland.
Garland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they ain't gonna win
Yo,
no
G Money,
championship, but they could be better.
The Brooklyn Nets may not even make the playoffs. And Kyrie talking about, yeah, just give us a shot. We gonna do it. I mean, you got a lot of work to do.
Nah, Brooklyn they gonna make the playoffs.
They're making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Cause why Ben Simmons ain't playing? That nigga healthy, man.
Yeah,
Conditioning.
why is that? When does he make his debut?
Conditioning? What you mean, dude? James Harden came. What the fuck you talking about?
But he has to play all season, so
Conditioning.
he has to like get used to like the workload and
The
something
flow of
like
the
that,
game. The flow of the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'm
get
actually
that.
gonna call that a little. I'm gonna call that a little BS. He should have been working out and staying in shape all the time that he wasn't playing. Get your ass back there on the court, man. You've been out way too long.
And the team losing, man. They need him to come back, bro.
And KD.
No,
Word.
I thought KD hurt. He coming back this week, right?
He
Next
might
week.
come back tomorrow.
Oh, they play tomorrow?
Yeah, they're playing the Bucks tomorrow. Yeah.
Nah,
Oh, that's gonna be a
I don't
good
think he
one.
should come back.
You don't
If he
think
play the
KD should
Bucks
come back for
tomorrow,
the
that's a
season?
good one.
Man, listen, cause like I feel like no, I want him to come back, but for that game tomorrow, that gonna be a competitive game, and he might relinger that injury. So I want him to
He'll
come
come.
back when in a game is an easy game, not that easy, but so he can have more confidence over the. That's my opinion, but
Okay. Man, I still
All
like
right.
to see that though. I want to see. I love
oh
to see
yeah,
Durant versus Giannis. That's
And we might
you
get that on
cannot.
ABC.
Oh
ABC.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good game, right? Oh
I'm
yeah,
always game for that.
yeah.
I'm always
Ben
game for
Simmons
Giannis versus
better play
Giannis.
too, man. He running from that smoke, man. Like, what's wrong with this dude, man?
Mhm.
Conditioning my ass. Shit.
Yeah,
James Harden in
exactly,
the
man.
next.
That's what I'm saying. He been out too long, man. He should be out there on the court playing. And what were you doing this whole time that you wasn't playing? You mean to tell me you wasn't working out, staying in shape?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, hey, yo, G Money, what you think about Zion Williamson They had a report that he may be destined to come to the Knicks.
I would like Zion to come, but I want him to be in shape first. I want him to be in shape first, then he can come.
I feel that. You know, we could build our team around Zion if he's in shape.
Yeah.
Around Zion. I mean, I feel like Zion. He a second star on the team.
You had to be around RJ.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, wait, hold on. Ain't those guys from the same draft pick?
Yeah, same draft class. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
Zion was number 1, RJ was number 3. Slow John.
What's up, guys? How you doing, guys?
Good.
Well,
You see my boy here.
Yo, John, your boy Steph Curry put on a show in that All-Star game. You know.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah. He went out there and did his thing. Oh, you
When
saw
I was bang.
you saw what he did yesterday, man. He got like what 14 assists.
Yeah, he cooked the beast passing. His passing was nice.
I'm telling you, man. His assist to turnover ratio, it's great, man. It's not all about the threes with this guy,
He
man.
can pass.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he can pass.
Like people,
Hey, man, how y'all feel about?
People want to romanticize the threes and then forget the other aspects of his game, man.
He can also drive to the hole.
Word. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, yeah.
Like,
Hey, no offense, but how you feel about triple single, man?
Draymond Green.
I think triple
Yeah.
single is James. Yeah,
you already
triple
know how I
single.
feel about it.
He's declining, man. It's just that simple. He's
Yeah.
declining.
Yeah, I feel
Draymond Green
like
shouldn't have been an All-Star. I'm sorry.
I think
he should even.
I give Wiggins and Steph Curry the nod, but that's about
but
it.
not triple single. Triple single should not be no all-star.
Exactly. That's all I was saying. Everybody was sitting there telling me, "Oh, you hating. How? He don't deserve to be an All-Star. They got
The media be hyping him up. He worked for the media, man. I tell you, man.
Well, at least DeJounte Murray replaced him. DeJounte Murray from the Spurs.
Oh yeah.
At least
justice was served. You know,
And they still winning without him, right?
Yeah. They have a winning record this season without Draymond. They got a winning record without him.
Yeah, because I said like Draymond will help the defense, but the Golden State is a defensive team, man. That way they basically built off, not because it takes two sides to win a game, man. And I'm pretty sure like Steve Kerr knows that, and he takes that seriously.
Man, I just want to see at the end of the year to see Steph Curry get one the all defensive team this year. It'll kill all this noise about how he don't play defense and all this other nonsense because people always want to brag about Klay Thompson, but Klay Thompson only got one defensive selection for his whole career, only one.
Good point.
So So if Steph gets one, I don't want to hear no more talk about how you don't play defense when Klay only got one.
Facts. So Steph Curry, he might get a nod for defensive first team or second team for being a point guard.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at all the defensive metrics like game to game among the guards, and Steph is top 5 consistently.
Oh, he top 5 for point guard?
Yeah, he is. He's top 5 in defensive rating, like for the most part, like throughout about 59 games they played, he's been in the top 5 like for the majority of those games.
Right.
Who the names?
Chris Paul. It's Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Marcus Smart. Who else is there? They got Tyrese Maxey.
Oh yeah.
Who else is there?
My boy Maxey playing D. Ooh. Hey.
Tyrese Maxey's underrated. He's quick, can shoot, can play D, can pass.
Yo, Prince. You know how many points Maxey got?
What's up?
This nigga got 28 points because of James Harden, man.
If Philly can stay healthy, they have a great chance to win a championship. They can stay healthy.
He got 28 points, man. Easy, quick. Ooh, James Harden was passing them dimes to him.
Oh yeah, and also Matisse Thybulle. Matisse Thybulle as
Yeah,
well.
but I'm talking about point guard. So you got Chris Paul, Maxey, and Steph Curry. Yeah, he got a chance. Yeah, yeah.
Y'all
Either
give
Yeah,
first team or
y'all
I mean,
second
I
team.
mean, I mean, I
Second
mean,
team
look,
good
look, look
too.
I mean, look at Chris Paul. Chris Paul is shorter than Steph Curry, and he has multiple all defensive teams.
Hmm.
mm,
So I'm only saying this because Steph like this is like the first time this season that Steph Curry is not like in like at the bottom at the bottom consistently at the bottom defensive rating. Like this is like the first
mm,
time he's like for like most of the games he's like in the top 5 in defensive rating like
Mm,
game to game. So he has a
yeah.
great
hey, yo,
chance to make a defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got a
Yeah.
question for y'all. Who's closer to catching Magic Johnson? Steph Curry or Chris Paul? I know Chris Paul a little light in accomplishments, but let's say he starts winning championships or whatever. Who's more
Like what
closer
you mean? Like
to Magic
like
Johnson this
as
year?
like a
Nah,
great
but
player?
I
Magic
like
Johnson is regarded.
If it's up over a career,
No,
Steph
Magic
Curry.
Johnson.
Oh yeah, yeah. Steph, yeah.
it would have to
Steph.
be Steph because like he got the multiple MVPs, he has the multiple championships. Though those do count. Like the one thing that's
Mm,
missing from his I say there's two things missing from his resume, and an all defensive team selection and Finals MVP.
Yeah.
If he managed to get those two things and get like multiple, like if he managed to ran off a few of them, he'll
mm-hmm.
I think he would have a pretty compelling case to
Facts.
pass Magic
Hmm.
because he'll be able to say that I'm actually an all defensive defender, something Magic Johnson is not. He would have a chance to say that.
Right. Mm. Okay. What
Hmm.
about another guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo? Can he surpass Tim Duncan as the best power forward in the league?
Not
Probably,
right.
probably. No,
It's still too early for me.
It's too early. It's too early.
It's too early.
Tim Duncan won a championship for every like decade.
Hmm.
So
mm.
it's I
Yes, he
think it's
did.
too early right now. And based
Woo!
on the way
Yeah.
based on the way Giannis and those boys been playing lately, I'm come playoff time. I could see the 76ers beating them, but barely,
Even in
I
the
could see
case.
barely.
Well, you talking about
I
Milwaukee? We gotta see, man. That'd be good for
yeah.
playoffs, but we gotta see.
Hmm.
I could see 76ers having like just a slight chance to beat them, prevent them from repeating.
Mm.
Then there's Miami. Miami's there. Brooklyn
Yeah,
didn't get
Miami's
healthy.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Nah,
also
Miami
see
a bubble team, man. Stop it, man.
I also
Stop it.
see
No, Miami's a
No
deep
man
team.
said.
They
Man,
have
oh man, listen, man. Look,
also I also see the Boston Celtics because they made a great turnaround into the new year.
oh
true.
yeah,
The
because they got
Boston
a point guard.
Celtics.
They
Derek
got a good
White.
playmaker now.
Derek
You
White.
know,
Yeah.
that's all they need. Yeah, a little defense here and there, and they'd be good to
They just need
go.
a bench. They need a bench though.
They, they
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 have
they
the
need a
talent. They need
bench
bench.
and they need a bench and they need a center. They're a bench and a center away from really contending in the playoffs for real.
I mean,
I
Robert
kind
Williams
of
could help with rim protection though, but they do need a backup center though. Yeah.
I agree. You know, but he's still kind of young. I won't be surprised they don't do anything in the next like. No. You know what? I take that back. They gotta do something next year or, or the year before that. They still don't, man. That's a problem right there, man. Somebody gotta get fired or something. I don't know. I don't know who. But somebody gotta get fired.
Yo,
Hey Zach. Hey Pete.
yo,
Hey Pete. Zach, call you a Jordan slipper, Prince.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm
yo,
talking to him in
yo,
the chat.
if
So I
Steve
let
Nash
y'all
don't
handle the chat.
if Steve Nash don't win with the Brooklyn Nets, he got to get fired.
I agree with that. I agree.
He got to get
Yeah.
fired, man.
Hell
You
yeah.
said what?
If Steve Nash and the Nets don't win a championship, he has to go
Talking about this year or in the span of
this
2 years?
year. This year.
Okay, we'll see. But does KD get a lot of pressure too if he don't win it?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
What about
Because
Kyrie a little bit?
because
Yes.
Yes.
because this
Anybody
is
on a
this,
championship contending team, if they don't win, they get criticized. Put it
It's
that
a
Mm,
way.
failure they don't win.
this is Kevin Durant. This is Kevin Durant like on what third super team?
hmm
Hmm.
Facts.
He
Hey,
trade.
I
He
will
trade.
say this.
Technically second. Technically second. The Warriors are the only super team.
Nah, I say this is third because James Harden was there, and then he got rid of James Harden to get in Ben Simmons.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it was a good idea for Brooklyn to get James Harden because think about it like this. Let's say next season, right? And they didn't even know COVID was going to exist. If Kyrie was not playing those games, it was just KD out there. Oh my goodness, man! They'll probably be like the 10th seed, the 11th seed in the whole NBA. But James
Yo,
Harden
I
gave him some wins
yo
those games.
yo I want to make this very very clear. When Kyrie was propelled to run the show, they won 0 games. They
Yeah.
won 0 games, zero. It took Seth Curry and Andre Drummond to come through for them to get squeeze out some wins.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Kyrie ain't that guy, man. Kyrie is not that guy. He needs an all time great by his side to look great.
I agree. I agree.
If he doesn't got like a LeBron, a Giannis, or a KD by his side, Kyrie ain't shit. You be headed to the lottery every year with Kyrie.
I mean, to be fair with Kyrie, he did have trash teams in Cleveland, but I do get what you're saying though. I'm talking about
Because
before LeBron. Before LeBron.
and then cause I remember his first season with the Brooklyn Nets when it was just him by his lonesome. They had a losing record with him running the show. It's during the mid season when he went out for that I believe it was like the shoulder injury. And then Spencer Dinwiddie and what's his name, the one that had
Levert.
yeah, and Levert, they actually went off on a little run to go to the playoffs, and that was without Kyrie.
Wait, so they still made the what seed were they?
I think they were just like they just made it as the seventh seed.
7 seed they got swept, but Kyrie didn't play in the first round though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind
Like
of
I
funny that
said,
the Boston Celtics was better without Kyrie Irving.
That's true.
yeah,
I do agree with that, but at the same time, in 2018, I felt that if they had Kyrie in 2018, they would have beat Cleveland, in my opinion. Cleveland was terrible defensively.
but I just kind of disagree with that because when he was running the show the following year when they had the crew together, they got eliminated in the second round.
I get that, again, I understand that, but you also have to use some sort of context. Who they lost to? Milwaukee that year was one of the best rim protecting teams in the NBA, and with great on ball. Again, I understand Kyrie's not a great leader, but this is when context comes in. You gotta look at the team Boston lost in 2019. The Bucks in 2019 were way better than the Cavs in 2018, and they were way deeper. And the Cavs had no chemistry in 2018. Let's be honest.
Sure.
They would have beat. They would have. I think Boston would have been Cleveland that year if they were healthy. I don't think they beat Golden State that year, but it would have had an opportunity.
True.
Okay,
True. Very, very, very true. Just
but yeah, man.
I got zero faith in Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn is like a shambles of an organization. I don't know why KD decided to go there. I mean, like, I don't know why he wanted to follow Kyrie to Brooklyn. That shit is crazy, yo.
Bro, he don't got no leadership in him. He just a follower. You know.
I
That man
like
got that.
LeBron's that, but I don't think he's the GOAT. I don't think LeBron's the GOAT. I will say this, and this may sound crazy. If somehow the Lakers were to get to the playoffs and win a title, which I doubt, he would be the GOAT for me. But I don't think he's the GOAT. He's a top 5 player for me, but I don't think he's the GOAT.
He could have just did it without saying he gonna do
Mm-mm.
Yo,
Man,
Kid Trunks, what are you playing in the background?
Huh?
What was that you playing in the background?
Oh, no, it's just a video.
man,
But
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, but yeah, John.
I mean,
Durant's
I,
a follower, bro. He's supposed to be in the New York Knicks. Imagine if,
yeah,
imagine if he was a New York Knicks, they'd probably be in a better situation.
exactly. They would have been in a way better situation in the
True.
Knicks. I mean, the Knicks may be a joke of a franchise, but if Kevin Durant was there, I'm pretty confident that James Dolan would do everything in his power to make things right with that organization.
And Prince, Zach thinks you hate LeBron. I don't think you hate LeBron, Prince.
I don't hate LeBron James at all. I just don't think he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I mean, I back it up with all my claims. You know, he's a great basketball player, but the fact that we keep, you know, it's questions. People still think Kobe Bryant better than LeBron James. I don't know how he just leapfrogged.
That's because the majority of his championships came from super teams.
Exactly. Yeah.
True.
You know. So,
Like
I mean, LeBron James
that's
is a great basketball player, but
He's great. He's
even
top
with
5
those,
all time.
yeah,
nah,
even
man,
with
no,
those,
no,
even with those
no.
super teams, he's still underachieved though.
Man,
I mean,
LeBron is only great when he got a super team. When he don't got a super team, he stinks.
yeah, you know. And bro, out of all these super teams he should have had at least one three-peat. You know.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. Miami should have 3-peated. I hate it when
Yeah,
people use this excuse. Oh, the Heat were hurt. I hate when people use that excuse because people don't seem to understand this. Dwayne Wade was balling in 2014 before the finals, and also the Spurs went 7 games against the 8-seeded Mavericks team that people choose to ignore.
Bro, it's always the excuse game with LeBron James. Everybody else is trash except for LeBron James. But these guys are all-time greats. They're going to be future Hall of Famers.
Right.
Wade is one of the greatest shooting guards of all time. But when he played with LeBron, everybody tried to discredit Dwayne Wade like he was a bum.
Yeah,
What's
what?
happening right now?
And Russell, he wanted Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
And like another thing too, man. What's it called? Damn, I forgot. Never mind.
Oh, yo, like you know what I come to realize, like now that Steph is putting more of a like emphasis on defense, like than in years past. Like people still want to try to discredit Steph, like he's not playing defense at all. It's the others that's playing for him, and it makes no sense. Like it makes no sense to me for one reason only. Look at his fucking roster. Like the bulk of his roster is filled with G League players and rookies.
I don't know about this year. You got good players, man.
I'm not like hear me out. Andre Iguodala is being load managed. Bellalica, he's being load. Yeah, Bielisa, he's being load managed. Otto Porter Jr.
First-time All-Star.
He's being load managed.
Right.
Like Steph, it's like with this particular roster, Steph doesn't have a choice. He must hold his own on defense. He must.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have a choice. It's not like he have like Kevin Durant and a well-to-do Andre and a Klay Thompson pre Achilles and ACL injury. Get out of here. He's playing with a Klay Thompson fresh off an Achilles and ACL injury.
True.
It's the same. Like
and
he
Clay's
gotta
been up
hold
and down. He's been up and down.
Steph has to hold his own on defense, and people are still fixated on the bullshit narrative that's been perpetuated year after year. Oh, he does nothing on defense. Oh, he does nothing.
That's disrespectful, man.
He's a transcendent player, and he has proven year after year he always want to get better.
He get you some steals, yeah. And then Zach thinks before you continue, John, I'm sorry, man. Zach thinks it doesn't matter. LeBron lost in the finals. Oh, he still went there more than Jordan. That's where he used to go. That's your argument, Zach? If you're going by more finals appearances, is Bill Russell better than Jordan? Is James Jones better than Jordan? Is Sam Jones better than Jordan? If we're going by more finals appearances,
going to the finals means nothing if you're not winning. I'd rather win than just go there. I don't want a bunch of finals losses. Jerry West got 8.
Like a lot of
calling
people,
him to go.
Like
9. He's winning 9 finals.
Yo, Prince, when he told me about Andrew Wiggins, you're absolutely right. Like people was so up in arms, like Andrew Wiggins undeserving of being an All-Star. Like, do you not see his production in Minnesota? The man was
inconsistent.
The man was inconsistent. He was not consistent on defense. He was a below average defender.
Who?
Completely
Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins.
No, he
in Minnesota.
Man, come on.
No, he's a good defender.
In Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
since he went to Golden State,
And
he
yeah, and yo, John, he was on the verge of.
completely changed
Yo,
his
John, check this
game.
out. He was on the verge of being a journeyman. Exactly, but he
Who,
was on the
Wiggins?
verge of being.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would
No,
have been
no,
a
he was
I
actually
journeyman.
won't
on
go
the
that
verge of
far,
being
man. I won't
blackballed.
go.
Yes, he
No,
was.
no, 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 no. He was on the verge of being
Yes.
blackballed because
No,
the way
no.
that contract was
Hang
set up.
on.
No, no, no.
LeBron does.
The way that
LeBron.
contract was set up. The way that contract was set up, like the narrative around Andrew Wiggins, they're like, man, that's a bad contract. That's a bad contract. Like if he didn't go to Golden State, went to somewhere else, as soon as that contract is up, he would have been blackballed from the league.
Hmm.
Golden State saved
Oh yeah.
his career.
Oh yeah.
And
But
guess what?
here's the thing though, John. If
You don't hear that narrative of him being a bust anymore. That narrative is
He never
completely dead
was.
now. It's completely dead now. It's completely dead
yo,
now.
yo,
Now that
John,
he's an all-star.
yo, John, check this out though. John, if he never was an all-star in Golden State, he probably been hopping on. He probably been traded to another team at some point. He had been a journeyman. He been going from team to team. Now
That's
he actually has some more value that he's an all-star this year.
true.
Yeah. So you guys think he may
Right.
leave? When was it? When he a free agent?
I think he's a free agent in 2024, I believe.
Damn. Oh, never mind.
Mm.
So I also heard down the pipeline that Golden State is gonna invest $80 million in Jordan Poole in the offseason.
Do you think they should
That's
do
not
that
bad. That's
though?
good. That's good.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. It's a what, a 4-year deal, 4-year, $80 million.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah,
He's had a
I
great.
mean, I
He's
guess
had a very good year.
Yeah, man. But yo, my boy Maxie, I cannot believe. Yo, man, you should have seen that game, Prince. I ain't gonna stop talking about it, man.
I seen half of it, bro. I couldn't watch the rest. I had to go and run some errands.
Oh, okay. We beat them by damn near 30 points just today, man.
Oh yeah.
And we played the
Oh
Knicks.
They're gonna
Who's
beat the
gonna-
living hell out of us, man. Come on. They'll destroy the Knicks, man. Let's be honest. And that game's on ABC. Sheesh.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Who y'all play? Oh, Miami. Yeah.
No, who do I think is gonna win the East?
No, I just said Miami because that's who team you played, right?
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
coach. He's one coach of the year, man. He bought.
JB Bickerstaff. You can make a case for Bickerstaff, Spoelstra, Donovan, Kerr. These guys should be in the running.
No, but I
Yo,
think it's
what does the champion? Let me ask y'all this though. What does a championship do for Steph Curry this year? If he could win
It
the
elevates his legacy.
I think if
I mean,
if Steph win it,
will you put him in the top 10 if he wins this year?
I would say he would have a case because he'll be able to say that he got out of everybody that won championships, he got the most rings without a top 75 player.
Hmm. True that.
He'll be
What about you, G
able
Money?
to say that with
He'll be
pride.
closer to my top 10. Not top 10 yet, but he'll be closer because 2 MVPs, a scoring title. Might get a Finals MVP if they get to the Finals this year and win. If they get to time to tell, that'll elevate his legacy for me.
Yeah.
hands down that would
Man,
elevate
hey.
his legacy, man. I say he'll top 12 if you ask me.
But Zach, if your argument is LeBron's better than Jordan because he's a better all-around player, are you saying Westbrook's better than Jordan? Westbrook's a better rebounder, passer. So
Now here's the thing about LeBron.
LeBron's great. Don't
LeBron.
get me wrong, but I don't think he's a better player.
LeBron's great, but LeBron is not great at one particular thing that stands out. He's good at a lot of doing at a lot of different things, but he's not particularly great. He's not a go-to great scorer. Jordan's a great scorer. Jordan is a better ball handler. Jordan is a better defender. He's a better scorer in the post. He's a better all-around scorer, period. All right? So I don't know where Zach is coming from. We're talking about LeBron is better than Jordan. He's not, bro. You know?
And if you're gonna go by numbers and stats, are you saying Westbrook's better than Jordan? because Westbrook's a better rebounder and passer, but we all know he's not better than Jordan. So it's more than just stats, Zach.
Yeah,
I mean,
if
LeBron's
stats
great.
was indicating people, if stats was indicating people are the greatest, then Walt Chamberlain would have been the GOAT.
Good point. And also, Zach,
He got
LeBron's a
video
better
proof of
shot
that.
blocker than Jordan, but Jordan was a better on-ball defender. Let's be honest. LeBron's better at block shots. I'll give you that. But Jordan was better at on-ball defense.
Jordan got he got a something equal to LeBron's chase down block too. He used to let the defender go around him, and he would smack the ball. He would smack the ball from the defender when the defender goes
Zach,
down the ball.
LeBron cannot guard centers. Don't lie to yourself, Zach. LeBron cannot guard centers. Come on, he cannot guard centers.
Yeah.
He cannot guard all five positions. Maybe small forwards and power forwards, but not centers. What? You telling me he would guard Shaq in his prime? You telling me he would guard Wilt in his prime? You telling me he would guard Tim Duncan in his prime in the post? Like Tim Duncan. Yeah.
LeBron played center this year. One time when Anthony Davis was out and he got cooked.
Mm-hmm.
They got beat when he
Exactly.
played center.
Right.
He played center for a few games.
Zach,
then he went away from it.
Zach, that's Thiago's splitter. Stop, bro. Come on, man.
I like Thiago's splitter.
Bro, that's Thiago's splitter. Come on, man. You act as if the splitter was a great center. That's one play, bro.
And having more game winners don't mean you're more clutch, bro. Michael Jordan prevented himself from going to game 7. All right.
It's also fourth quarter takeover. I mean, LeBron's clutch. Here's what I think. Exactly. LeBron is clutch. Yes, he is. But I'm saying is that it's more than just game-winning shots, though. It's also fourth quarter takeover. Yeah. It's also defense, etc.
And, bro, it's closing people. It's such a thing as called closing people out, not allowing them to get to a game 7. If you go into a game 7, that means you're having problems closing that team out. Jordan makes sure he wasn't going there too much. I mean, I'm not saying he don't get game 7, but he made sure that he get less game 7s. All right, he was closing guys out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do I think LeBron could be the GOAT when his career is over? He has a chance, but do I think he's the GOAT now? No.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got a quick question. Is a 113.3 defensive rating good?
What? What?
Rating?
Is a 113.3 defensive rating good?
No, that's bad. That's very bad.
That's terrible.
Damn, fuck, never.
Okay, Zach, if you're using that logic, Ray Allen hit the big shot, not LeBron. What's the point, Zach? In game 6.
Yeah,
and
Ray Allen shot. Hold on for a minute. Let me answer this one. Ray Allen shot was more critical for LeBron's legacy than Steve Kerr. Remember, the Bulls had one more game to play. Steve Kerr didn't.
And the game was still tied, though, by the way.
Exactly. And if Ray Allen don't hit that shot, LeBron loses in the finals again. He going home. There's no tomorrow. All right. So I give him props for closing out the game 7, but still, you had to go to a game 7.
No, Zach, LeBron did have 16 in the fourth quarter, but you had to use some sort of context in that. He started 5 for 5, 6 for 6, and then down the stretch he had a turnover, 2 missed threes, and a setter down the stretch of that game.
And that 16 would still mean nothing if nobody hits that big shot.
Again, LeBron did ball to start the fourth, but this is when context comes in. He started off 6 for 6 in the quarter or whatever, and then down the stretch went 1 for 4, 1 for 5 down the stretch, had 2 turnovers, and by the way, he missed a 3, got the ball back and hit it, and he missed a game-time 3, and then Ray Allen helped him out. Again, it wasn't just LeBron, Zach. What about Mike Miller hitting shots? Ray Allen hitting big shots. What about Chris Bosh's defense and offensive rebounding? It wasn't just LeBron. Was LeBron a big part? Yeah, he had a big series. He had a big game 7. There was other guys who picked in, who chipped in. It wasn't just LeBron.
But yeah, is that really true though that they're gonna lift that mandate in New York for Kyrie?
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it in a few weeks.
What happened?
They're gonna lift the mandate.
Exactly. It wasn't just LeBron. What about LeBron, the reason why the Heat were good? What about Chris Bosh? What about Dwayne Wade, Ray Allen, Mike?
Hey, John, what were you saying earlier?
I was saying that in New York they're gonna lift the COVID mandate in a few weeks.
Yeah, Kyrie gonna come. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I said that Kyrie gonna come back
Yeah.
and play
Yeah.
home games.
Yep. That's big for Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
That's big for them. They're gonna need it. You're gonna need it because the East, man, the East got some good teams.
Hmm.
You got Miami, you got Chicago,
Milwaukee,
man. You got some good Milwaukee, of
Philly.
course. I mean,
Philly.
you got
Yeah.
some good competitors. And y'all, now that Chris Paul is still coming back from the playoffs, are you still on your Phoenix Suns going to the finals, G Money, or
I
are you
still
starting to
picked them
waver
there, but I'm
off
not
that?
as confident. I still got them there, but I'm not as confident.
Okay.
I feel like Golden State might beat them.
I'm not believing the Warriors.
We'll see. We'll see.
Time will tell, but come back to me when they don't win.
All right, no problem.
I said, get back to yo.
And I
Y'all
don't want
think
to hear
Dame gonna
injury
be
excuses. I don't want to hear injury excuses. By the way, I don't want to hear them.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, you
We'll
know
see. We'll
there's
see.
gonna
We'll
be
see.
excuses. There's always excuses for when somebody lose.
And the Sixers. I mean, not
But
the
yo, do
Warriors
you
got an
think
easy
Dame?
schedule this week,
Yeah,
so they might take that number one
Yo, do
spot.
you think Dame Dollar?
they're not. I don't think they'll catch Phoenix. I mean, they have a shot, but I don't see it because you also have to see this
I
too. Yeah,
yeah, I don't see them catching Phoenix. They'll be on
They,
cruise control.
they'll be
They're
number
gonna
two. The Warriors will be number
they'll
two.
be close. They'll be real
They'll
close.
be close. I'll give them that. They'll be close.
I could see them experimenting with the lineup, getting James Wiseman integrated and then
Oh yeah.
Draymond, you had to see how they look though.
prepping Draymond. They're gonna make sure Draymond is healthy. They're not gonna rush him back. They're gonna make sure Draymond's healthy. And
Yeah.
then after that, they're just gonna just prep for the playoffs.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
But here's another thing that worries me about the Warriors. We know Chris Paul's injury prone, so is Steph Curry too. Remember, Steph Curry had an MCL injury back in 2016, 2018, and no one talks about. Also, Klay Thompson, you never know with him. He can re-aggravate his Achilles. That's another reason why I don't see the Warriors going to the finals. Injuries can happen towards them. You know what I mean, P? And
Mm,
even Iguodala gets hurt too. Don't sleep on that.
mm.
Well, but
And I was
Clay's
glad.
not playing. He's not playing consecutive games.
I
He's
know, but
playing
there could be a game out. I know, but there could be a game out there that someone could put their foot under his ankle. He could twist it. You know what I mean? That can happen. That's a possibility. And also Steph Curry. Curry's great. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the most durable player. He's amazing, but he can get hurt too. He had MCL injuries in the playoffs back in 2016, 2018, a concussion, 2015. It's possible he can get
I
hurt. So
mean,
don't sleep on him.
I mean, yes, I understand that he got the
The
MCL
second best
sprain,
player.
but he did come back early from that
Zach, what are you
injury
talking about?
and still took out Kevin Durant
That is true.
on
That is true.
on a sprained knee. He took out Kevin Durant on a sprained knee.
That is true. And after that, he struggled in the finals. So again, he did play great in the conference final after game 4, but then he looked horrible in the finals. We gotta be honest.
Yeah, he did. He looked like absolute shit, dog doodle.
That's my concern. I know Chris Paul's injury prone, but so is Steph. Dre, who knows how he looks from injury? Wiseman, Iggy, time will tell, man. We just had to see how they look come postseason.
Hey man, is Tyler Hero starting?
No, he's a bench
He's on the
player.
bench. He's a bench player.
Man, that's stupid, man. Let the young ones go out there, man. Eat, man.
Tyler Hero's a baller, man. He deserves to be in the 6 man of the year candidate.
But he should be starting.
He should, but who you take out though? Who you take out?
I
Duncan
don't.
Robinson.
Just yes. Is Duncan Robinson better at him at what? Defense? What,
Three
rebounding?
point shooting. That's it. Just 3 point shooting. That's it.
But I feel like Tyler can do more. I feel like he's a better
True.
dribbler, a better facilitator, and
True.
a better mid-range shooter, spot-up shooter,
True.
all of that.
That's true. That's a good point. Hero's a better overall player. That's true. I just don't think Spoelstra's going to do that though.
And I think he should leave. He ain't gonna
What?
disrespect me like
Spoelstra's
that.
a
Yeah,
great coach. What?
If I was Tyler Hero, if I was a free agent, I'm going, man.
But to where? Where you
But yeah,
go?
where Tyler Hero gonna go?
Oh, you telling me Tyler? No team don't want Tyler Hero?
No, teams want him, but where's it going to go?
I mean, like they're like a lot of teams are locked up with their current position. Like they're locked up in major contracts right now. So who they're gonna where he's gonna go?
Listen, he can. All right, this where he can go. He can go to Let me think. Let me think. Let me
The
think.
Kings.
He can go to the Hornets. He can go to
Oh,
the Pacers. Oh yeah,
nice.
Hornets, Pacers. Because he'll be the second man or first man probably. He can go to
Probably.
Detroit probably.
I think he
Yeah,
wants to go to a
so he can
winning
shine.
team.
So he can
He wants to
shine.
go to a winning team, though. I don't
Or
think he
the
wants to go.
Wizards.
The Wizards will be nice for him.
hmm I'm not saying he could possibly be a superstar. I feel like him, he gonna be a player that scores a lot. That's my opinion. That
I
scores
mean,
a good
that's
627.
possible, but we gotta like time will tell, man. Like we just got let's see 5 to 6 years before we get back. I do think Hero will be an all-star in the future. I don't know about superstar. I think that's too early. It's too
Yeah,
early.
yeah, I'll give you that. We'll see, we'll see.
Time will tell, man.
Yo, it's good to talk about the Eastern Conference because Eastern Conference was once so bad
A
that they
laughing
was gonna
stock.
do the top 16
Yep.
playoff teams.
Facts.
Yeah,
That's,
they was gonna
that's why
change the
LeBron
whole
stayed
rules.
there.
Yeah, they was gonna change the whole rules. They was just gonna. They had teams winning 50 games in the Western Conference, not making the playoffs, but teams in the Eastern Conference below 500 making the playoffs. The league was losing money. The league was losing money, and they wanted to change the format to making the playoffs. How you make the playoffs.
But but
So
but
it's
but
good to
but it
see
was,
Change
that
it
the
how?
East is back.
What they
but
gonna do?
Prince, it was the same thing last season
What's
though.
up?
We had teams with the losing records still making the playoffs in the East.
It's true.
But the East is better though.
The East
You
is
got
improved. You have a lot of teams:
Because
Cleveland, Toronto, Charlotte,
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 yeah,
Atlanta,
Charlotte, yeah.
Milwaukee, Miami, Chicago, uh,
Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta. Atlanta's underachieved obviously this year, but they're still decent.
Oh yeah, they
Uh,
still yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of decent teams slash good teams in the East. The West, there's only 3 teams that can really go to the finals in the West. It's the Grizzlies, the Suns, and the Warriors. That's it. No one else is there. In the East, it could be the Heat, Bulls, Bucks, Sixers, Nets.
yeah, at
I
least it
agree.
got better, man. Yeah, at least it got better.
Boston.
I don't see the Celtics in the finals. I mean, they have a
Yeah, what you
shot,
think
but
about?
No. I'm saying like they're a real good team in the East.
Boston's a good team. Yeah,
Mm,
Like all these teams are over 500, man. Just about.
Atlanta is under 500. Charlotte's under 500, but they're average at best.
Okay, winning more games than losing.
True.
mm.
What playoff series do you guys want to
But yeah,
see?
man.
It,
I
it
want to
doesn't
see
matter.
more of the
East or
East than the
West. It
West.
could be any. It
I'll
doesn't matter.
I'll go to the Western Conference just see them Lakers lose.
To who?
I don't care. I don't know. It's gonna be funny. I like LeBron. I'm not hating on him, but
Yeah,
I would really like to see Brooklyn versus Philly in the playoffs. That would be epic.
that'll be nice. Probably in the first round,
That's
maybe.
a hot one.
they
That'd be
might
in
they
the
might
first
meet in the
round.
first
In the
round.
first round.
That's a hot one.
That'll
I like
probably
to
go.
see Brooklyn versus Milwaukee again.
That'll be
I
nice.
like to see
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn
Milwaukee
versus
again.
Milwaukee again because I love the Giannis versus Kevin Durant, and I love the fact that they go at each other a lot. And
Yep.
they just put on the show. I love it.
Oh, that'll go 7 games by far. That's
So
6 or 7 games.
I'll go with that.
I feel
Me,
like both of
Miami.
them.
Yo, in the West, I want Philly. I mean, I'm not in the West. Excuse me. In the West. I want the Suns and I want Golden State Warriors. I want that.
That'll be in 6 or 7 game
That's the one
series
I
right
want.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
I feel like in the East, if it's Philly going against Brooklyn or Milwaukee going against Brooklyn or Philly, or Brooklyn going against Philly or the Sixers, I feel like those games could go to 7 or 6 at
It's
best.
going 7. If they're all healthy, that's going 7. They're all healthy
Oh yeah,
by far. Don't sleep on this one. Miami, Chicago. How about that?
that'd be good. Oh yeah, we keep forgetting about Chicago, man. I don't feel like they'll do it this year, but they still need time, man. But
Right.
they a good team, man,
Call
hands down.
They're gonna be a tough out in the
They
playoffs.
calling DeMar DeRozan the fourth quarter.
My only things that I gotta see DeRozan perform in the playoffs. Also, I gotta see how Levine, Lonzo look in the playoffs, and Vooch. I gotta see him be consistent in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
the
we've
Bulls
seen
will be a
DeMar in
tough
the
out.
playoffs, but he has to take his game. He has to take
That,
his game to the next level. We already seen DeMar have good records on Toronto Raptors. They were the
hmm
number one seed in the East at some point.
hmm
Um, we need to see if you don't froze up come postseason, because that's when
Mhm.
legends are made.
Right,
Do it in the postseason.
right. Because in the
So
postseason, that's when
yeah,
your legacy is made. That's when people have your eyes on you. So and you may not. So if you're DeRozan, he's had a phenomenal year. I think he's the MVP for me, but I gotta see this type of performance. He has 8 straight games for 35 plus points or more on 50% shooting. I gotta see that in the playoffs because in the playoffs,
Facts.
only one team knows you in the playoffs, though in certain rounds, and they know your game plan. So you gotta, change it up. Well, technically
word.
more than one team, but you get my point. You're gonna
Yeah,
play the
man.
same team every night in the
Hey,
playoffs.
how you feel about Bradley Beal, man? You think he gonna get
Being
traded?
out for this being out for the season, that's big for the Wizards because that's a guy that can create his own shot, athletic. If you had Bradley Beal right now with Kristaps Porzingis, the Wizards could make the playoffs. But the fact that
Nah.
you don't think so, a healthy
No,
Porzingis,
Porzingis, dude. I told you Porzingis is not like that. I said for the Dallas, they should trade him as soon as possible.
that's true, and they did.
Yeah, I feel like Dinwiddie gonna do a lot more than what Porzingis did.
You can make a case. Dinwiddie will compliment Luca. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he will. 'Cause he can play. He a good playmaker. He can help Luca with the ball movement and stuff. So
and he can stretch the floor too and can attack the rack.
oh yeah. I don't know why he wasn't a good fit with the Wizards though. I mean, I know he was kind of messing up a little bit, but still, like he's still a good fit for our team. You know, they said some locker room issues or whatever, but
Yeah.
man, dudes, Dinwiddie's better than that bum. Montrezl Harrell, man, you trade him first, then you keep him
Oh,
in.
Harold's a bum. Chill, man. Harold's
No,
a
no, no.
bum.
Spencer is better than him. You ask
No,
me?
Spencer's a better player, yes, but you think Harold's a bum?
No, but he was fighting him. They had an argument. They had
Chill,
issues or
chill,
whatever in the locker room.
chill. You're saying something, P?
Hey, yo, check this out. Yeah, our last topic of the day before we head up out of here. ESPN ranked Oscar Robertson above Kobe Bryant. Do you think that's accurate?
No,
Do you
Mm,
think Oscar
that,
Robertson
that's
is
just
better
nah.
than Kobe
that
Bryant?
good
Big
stuff.
No.
That
I
just that
love
just
Big though, but I don't think he's better than Kobe.
Yeah, it's not fair
they
to
put
Kobe,
LeBron. They
man.
put LeBron over Kareem.
I think it's just
Yeah,
no
man.
disrespect to Oscar Robinson, but their ESPN's opinion putting Big O over Kobe, I think that's disrespectful to me. That's just me.
He's not. Yo,
Yeah, I think
ESPN
so.
just did that to hype us up. Like they did that for a reason,
Exactly.
bro.
And bro,
He is,
you know what? The very next topic was did Kobe deserve to be ranked below Oscar Robertson? So they know what they were doing. They know.
Uh-huh.
I don't even think they believe Oscar Robinson is better than Kobe.
If you
I'm
have
not
You
saying
make
Oscar
the next
Robinson is good.
topic.
I like Oscar
no,
Robinson.
Big
Yeah,
O's
but
good,
Kobe, come on, man.
he's
Yeah,
good,
he's
but I
good.
don't
I
think
mean,
he's a
he's my
better player
grandfather's
though.
favorite player. R.I.P. Yeah, but no, he's not a better player, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo, they put LeBron James. Oh, I cannot believe this, bro. They put on. Let me look it up. Hold up.
LeBron over
They
Kareem. I mean, you can have an argument with that.
no, no,
Yo,
no,
yo,
no.
I can't believe they put
Not even
KD
now.
over
No.
Steph.
Instead,
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree
yeah,
with
Curry's better all the time.
Hmm.
that. Mhm.
KD's more
That's my
talented,
that's
but more accomplished.
facts. They put LeBron number 2. Oh, they put Kareem number 3. But I still put Kareem over LeBron. Come
Kareem
on,
should
John.
be above. Kareem should
Same
be
here.
above LeBron.
Yeah,
Me
hell
too. I
yeah.
have Kareem over LeBron, not by much though.
LeBron
But I have
don't even
Kareem over
got.
LeBron.
I think
LeBron
I
don't
think
even.
Tim
LeBron don't
they
even
put
have
Tim
two
Bird
of the
over
same
Tim
amount
Duncan.
of
I don't
rings.
agree with that.
Mm. Zach said he would cross me up like Iverson did to Mike. Okay, man, we gotta play one on
What
one
the
again.
heck? Yo, they put
Whoever
Kevin
that
Durant
is.
over Hakeem.
That was disrespectful right there. I like Kevin Durant, but if you have him over Hakeem, your opinion is disrespectful, man. Like,
Yeah.
look, I know Kevin Durant is a better scorer, but Hakeem is a better low post scorer, better passer, better rebounder, better
Passer.
interior. Okay, not better passer. Scratch that. Durant's a better passer. Scratch that. I
And
meant
he
to
has
say
better KD has better ball handling, and that's really it.
and scoring. That's it.
Oh yeah, and shooting, and
And
that's really it.
shooting.
If
They
you ask
didn't
me,
have. They didn't have Shaq in the top 10 either, didn't they?
What?
Shaq's not
they
in the
didn't have
top 10,
what?
right?
Shaq in the top 10. What?
I don't
No,
think
they
Shaq?
kicked
Shaq's
him
in
out. They
there.
kicked him out. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, he's not in there. They pissed him off.
Mad disrespectful to the Diesel. Mad disrespectful to the
It's
Diesel.
disrespectful to all of us.
Yeah, hell yeah. I just don't. if you're gonna have Oscar Robertson in there on the top 10 with just one championship, why can't you have Hakeem in there? Because Hakeem got two, and he got more individual awards.
And he won as a 6th seed in
He got a
'95.
defensive player and an MVP in the same season.
And he
Yeah.
also won as a
So I
6th
mean,
seed in
like, come on,
'95.
man. Like, exactly. So I mean, I
Oh
just
my
think
goodness. They put John Stockton over David Robinson. I like John
Wait,
Stockton.
what?
Yes.
Oh boy,
John
man.
Stockton is not better than David Robinson. Bro.
Stockton's a better passer, but that's it. Robinson is a better scorer in the paint, better
And
rebounder,
they
better
put John
defender.
Stockton over Isaiah Thomas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let me ask you this: why y'all think Kobe Bryant always gets ranked low when he do these rankings? I mean, I
Because of Colorado. It's because of Colorado.
Whoa! I don't know about that, but
Come on, like you know, as soon as
God,
that case,
bro! They put
as that
Kawhi
case,
Leonard at 33. ESPN be crazy, bro.
Wait,
like as
you
soon
think
as
Kawhi should be lower?
Hold on, I'm gonna show my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold up.
Go ahead, John. You mute yourself.
Wait, kid. You think Kawhi should be lower than 23 or higher than 33?
He was 33.
But I know that, but do you think he should be lower or higher?
You showing the ranking right there?
Lower.
Okay.
All right, this Kawhi Leonard. I don't believe. I think he. It depends with Scottie Pippen. I really don't care. Really. Okay.
Okay.
They got Dwayne Wade at 30, and look at this.
Okay.
They got Chris Paul over Dwayne
I like
Wade.
Chris Paul, but he's not better than Dwayne Wade. Let's not be disrespectful. Come on, man. He's not.
Isaiah Thomas. Okay. Well, look at Isaiah Thomas. All right.
That low?
John Havlicek better than IT.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Look, David Robinson.
John, hold on for a
John
minute.
Stockton.
John, tell me why is Kobe Bryant disrespected in these rankings? People still seem to leapfrog over him all the time.
A lot of people get disrespected.
No, because I mean, like after that Colorado case, the media became very unforgiving of Kobe because Kobe was on his way to take over for Jordan, and then once that Colorado case hit, they gave up on him. They said forget him.
No, they gave it to LeBron.
They gave it to LeBron like soon after that Colorado.
And and like I said, the NBA is business. They have an image, and they have to do what they got to do, and that's sad truth. But whether you agree or disagree, but and LeBron, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
LeBron was just a cleaner image.
Oh yeah, hands down. Yeah, Kobe was a clean image too until the case happened.
Yeah, but that case offset a lot of stuff. Because keep in mind, half of those people that buy tickets aren't people that same skin color as me and you, Kid Trunks. All right.
Yeah.
So once they start turning their back on you, you're in trouble with the NBA.
Oh yeah. That's why like Mike, he tried so hard to get a good image to himself because he didn't want that. Yeah. But that's why I mess with AI because he was just being himself. He won't hurt nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. AI was one of the most coolest players ever.
Kicked out the league early.
Yeah, they tried to blackball him.
Is it because of him wearing jewelry and stuff?
No. Well, that too. So, no. They made like a dress code.
The dress code. That's what I was talking about.
Dress code was from Allen Iverson.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Iverson was the guy that made them fit the dress code.
You wear bandanas, chains,
jewelry, tattoos. I mean, but they ain't said nothing to Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He wearing a dress. They ain't said nothing to him.
Pretty much.
Dennis Rodman wasn't giving off a hood image.
But Dennis Rodman, like he was on his way out the league though. He was languishing until Jordan, put his hand out and revive his career.
Not when you're saving up to 15% with Subscribe and Save at Amazon. You get free repeat delivery on your favorite item.
That was the website. You know how ESPN.
Oh yeah.
Every time you get on ESPN, they play that stupid ad or highlight.
Yeah. I'm just tired of these random ass teams being on national
TV. How about this one?
Why are the Lakers always on TV,
Should
man?
Bill
Like,
Russell be ranked above Kobe?
You said what?
Should Bill Russell be ranked above Kobe?
It depends.
I like Bill Russell. But no, for me,
I don't
no,
think so, bro.
No, I don't
no.
think so because like Bill Russell played in during the infant stages of basketball.
And he had
Yeah.
look at the teams he had: Casey Jones, Sam Jones,
Bill Russell
John
got
Havlicek, Red
Bill
Auerbach as
Russell
head
got the
coach.
yeah, Bill Russell got the team success. He don't got the individual. Individually, there's a lot of players better than Bill Russell.
I mean, Bill Russell was
So
great. Don't get me wrong, he was great, but it's like other players were
he
just
was
more
good. Yeah,
skilled.
yeah. You know,
But but isn't Bill the first
But if
the
that's the
first to
case, if that's the
no hold
case,
on isn't Bill the first to win as a player and a coach?
True, yes,
hey, wait, hold on, I got a
um,
question. Hold on, I got a
he was.
question. When he went while he was playing basketball with the Celtics, he was coaching the team too, and they had no coach.
true. I think Red
He was
Auerbach
coaching.
left.
He was coaching and playing. He was coaching and playing at
Yeah.
the same
So
time.
there was no coach on the
You gotta
sideline.
Nope, no
you gotta
coach.
Technically,
understand
this
something.
Red
Wow,
Auerbach.
You
that's
gotta
crazy.
understand.
Technically, Red Auerbach, really.
Yo, you gotta understand. Yeah, you gotta understand something about that time. That time frame, the Boston Celtics had pretty much all the best players because it was only a little bit of teams in the league. They had
hmm
multiple All Stars on that team. All right, so it's not like Bill Russell was he he was a great defensive player, but
And
offensively,
athletic, but
if they
that's it.
needed to rely on him, and basketball is the two-way sport, he they would not have won all those championships. You know what I mean? There was a debate
Exactly.
that he wasn't even the best player on his own team. So
Right.
I can't pitch you above a Kobe Bryant or a Mike when you're not even declared as the best player on your own team. I mean,
Right.
Walt Chamberlain was a better individual player than Bill Russell.
And people keep saying they didn't win without Bill, but people need to use context. Before Bill came, Frank Ramsey was in the military, and Boston had injuries that year. No one talks about that. Yes, did Bill Russell help the
Okay.
Celtics win? Absolutely. But it wasn't just Bill Russell. They had the pieces around him, too. And you still had Red Auerbach, who's a Hall of Fame head coach, though.
I get that, but hey, I do got one thing. Like, okay, if I don't like how people always bring in with Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, or like players who play around that time, like, oh, they play in the league where there's only like 11 teams, or they play in the league where the talent wasn't really there and stuff. If that's the case, then you basically are people basically saying that? Are you basically saying that every player who's playing today or in the 90s, 80s, and 70s are just instantly better than Bill and Wilt?
But also during that time, like the ABA
No,
had the stars. Like most people watching the ABA and not the NBA.
hmm
That's why they merged. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's why they merged. So because the ABA had all the stars. Like had the ABA was drawing everything.
John, the ABA had more minorities.
Pretty much.
yeah, that's why. Because the NBA didn't want. To be honest with you, the NBA didn't want black players, and that's why they created the ABA so it can be more exclusive to other
Yeah,
races.
Right.
but they only add the ABA when they realized people were paying more money to see the black players than the white players. So
See, hey,
that's
that's why
that's
Kyrie
when
should
they
have.
started
No,
doing it.
now I don't blame Kyrie if he wants to start his own league. That one,
That'll
go
never
ahead,
happen.
Kyrie.
That'll never happen.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Okay, yo,
But
Prince. Zach thinks that Bill is better than Joe because he's a better winner. If you're going by that logic, is Sam Jones better than Michael Jordan because he has more rings? It's more than just rings, man. Is
What
Robert Horry better than
is
MJ
Robert Horry better?
because he has more rings?
exactly. So it's not just exactly. Bill Russell's a great player. We're not taking nothing away from him, but I mean, he was suspect on the offensive end. You know,
True,
and a couple ass. He was a great defender. You know,
true.
he
Great
reminds
shot
me
out
of a
there.
Ben Wallace.
He
I think
does.
of yeah, I think of Ben Wallace.
And
If he
Bill
was
was
that
athletic. Bill was athletic
Zafferman
too.
built, yeah,
Yeah,
oh
but
yeah,
I'd love to see like what a Bill Russell would look like against
Zach, here's
a
what you're not
David
understanding.
Robertson.
But Zach,
Uh,
Sam Jones was not a role player. Sam Jones was started too. How did Bill Russell dominate his time? Like what?
Like Bill
Well,
Russell
I
didn't
mean, like you
dominate.
have Will
Will
Chamberlain who
dominated.
played
Will
against Bill Russell.
dominated.
You okay? Hold on, but
Wolf
you had Will
dominated
Chamberlain who
then.
played against Bill Russell, and he still was dominating when Kareem was playing.
Yeah,
So you don't
Mhm.
think you don't think Bill Russell would do good if he played like in the 70s or somewhat 80s?
I mean, I think he can. I
no,
still
he
think
still
he
be
can. He
solid. I
can.
mean,
He will be a solid player. He's a good player.
he'll still be solid. But yeah, but one thing that won't change is his offensive skill set. So you got to take that into fact. The only thing that'll still be there is probably his defensive skills. He'll be like similar to a Ben Wallace. Ben Wa- yeah, Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace was a great defensive player. You know, damn, he was a great defensive player, especially in his heyday. What he three-time defensive player? You know,
Right.
he was a great defender. So he'll be
And,
something similar. He'll be
and Zach,
similar to
I'm
something
not
like that.
comparing Bill Russell to role players. I'm not. I'm just making a point that if you're using your argument that Bill's better than Jordan because of rings, then I can say the same thing for other guys. But it's more than just rings.
Oh yeah.
Because
But with that being said, we, yeah, I said certain players that it depends. If you're an offensive player and you're playing in a league where offensives, playing offense or scoring is catered, of course your numbers are going to go up. Okay, Bill Russell is not a scorer. Okay, so he's not a scorer like that. So let's say his numbers do go up. They'll probably go up by 2 to 5 points. All right, it's not nothing groundbreaking. It's not nothing that's
Mhm,
going to make him the top scorer in the league. All right,
mhm,
so that's what I mean. But
right.
anyway, with that being said, John, Kid Trunks, we almost headed up out of here.
Don't
We
forget
ran through
me,
the
bro.
gauntlet today, man. We ran through a lot of topics. Oh yeah,
G
G Money,
Money.
of course. Hoops
Thank you.
encyclopedia, man. You know,
Thanks.
you're a walking hoops encyclopedia, man. That's what I always call you. You know, and
Thanks.
John, thanks for
Yep.
bringing the real. You always bring the real, man. And Kid Trunks, you know, I guess his Wi-Fi dropped because he just dropped out just when I'm about to give shout outs. But nevertheless, man, we catch y'all on the next one, man.
Yeah,
So
no
be
problem,
safe.
Prince. No
All
problem,
right,
G
see you
Money.
later.
Yeah, salute,
Word.
guys. Stay safe out there, man.
All
Yeah.
right,
Can't
salute.
wait for the playoffs soon, man.
Yep. Can't wait. Like what? Like they're just a few weeks away, G Money. Just a few weeks away.
7 weeks away.
Yes,
Can't wait.
just a few weeks away.
Sorry,
The
8 weeks.
time where
My fault.
legends are made. Let's get it.
Sorry, eight
So
weeks. My
yes,
fault.
but yeah, man. Okay. But yeah, man, we out of here, man. Salute to you too, Zach. Even though, you know, you're making cases that just not winnable cases. But hey, man, I salute you for at least trying to go at me, man. You know, I I take your hat off to you for just even trying. You know, but we out, yo.
All right,
Peace.
Yep.
so
Peace.
Salute. All right, man. Salute to Rick Ross. Salute everybody in the chat. Salute to Kawhi Leonard. Zach, it's always a pleasure talking sports with you, man. Yeah, you're a young buck. You got that young buck state of mind. I love it. But nevertheless, man, we out. Peace.